All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS who taught me this truth. Shalom to the brothers who pushing this gospel in truth and in sincerity. Shalom. So I just want to talk about a dream I had about a year ago with the elders of GMS, starting with Apostle Taha on down. All right. Well, actually, it was Apostle Taha, Apostle Ramlot, and Apostle Gabah, who faces are really recognized in the dream. All right. So basically, the dream started off with me on a pier or like a dock. So lucky if I can't remember the whole dream like I saw it because it was a year ago. But yeah, the dream started off with me viewing the ocean. All right. And I was on like a dock or a pier, and I seen, I say about 10 yards out, not 10 yards, probably about 20 yards out, like a playground in the middle of the ocean. It wasn't like a playground. It didn't have a slide or anything. It was just like handlebars and the platform of a playground with the bars and the metal platform of it. No slides or anything like that on this playground. All right, and it was in the middle of the ocean at night. All right, and something told me to, because I can't swim. I'm be completely honest with you. I can't swim at all. I believe I know how to swim on top of water, but I can't float. All right. So something told me to jump in the water. So I, by faith, jumped in the water, and I swam over to the playground. Okay. And once I got on the platform of the playground, like I said, it's not really a playground, it's just like handlebars and the platform, the metal platform of a playground with monkey bars and other metal, the other metal attachments to the a playground that you'll see in a playground. All right, and once I got on it, actually, it wasn't just me swimming towards this platform. There was actually other group of other men swimming to this platform as well. And they, once I got to the platform, there was men on the platform. And I looked around, the waves was hitting the platform, and I looked around, and I seen like a island to my right of the platform, and it was like how can you say it, like it looked like almost like a beach, but with the rocks, with rocks basically blocking off the water on the island. I guess you can call it a coast. All right, so and as I looked, there was more men over there on the coast of this island, and it was an apartment. It was an apartment on the island. Okay, and I had to swim to that as well. So I knew I didn't hear a voice saying, swim to it. I just knew to swim to it because that's where the other men were swimming. Okay, so I took a leap of faith again, and I jumped in the water, and I swam over to the island. All right, and once I got to the island, like I said, it's a group of men there, and they was just walking and talking amongst each other. I couldn't make out what they were saying, but they were talking amongst each other, and someone was going in and out of the apartment. So I looked around, and there was this one guy in particular who was making a garment, and he was making a garment with the gems, the colors, different color gems that actually were compared to the 12 tribes of Israel. And I stopped by him and see him bending over kneeling down, and I knelt down with him and was watching how he was, making his garment with the gems in different colors, and he was putting it on the chest of the garment, and it was all 12 of the gems in different colors. So after I was done watching him, I went to the apartment that was there. And once I made it to this apartment, I seen the elders of Great Millstone, GMS. And it was Elder Apostle Gabah, Elder Apostle Taha, and Elder Apostle Ramla. Okay. And we really didn't speak. I just know I said, what's up? And when I seen the elders, I seen Apostle Taha and Apostle Ramla playing the game. Me myself, I played the game as well, so it's probably why they was playing the game. But it's probably deeper than that, because I figured that the game they was playing was this game of the truth, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of this truth that they taught me. All right, because I looked at it because I didn't understand the dream a year ago when I had it, but after a while, now I believe the other day ago, I kind of understood the dream. Okay. Apostle Ramlab and Apostle Gabah, they was playing the game. So I figured, like, the game they was playing was the game of the truth, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which we all know this is not a game. I feel as though they was really playing a serious game, like, because let's put it in this way: the game we play is a worldly game, but the game that the elders play is a spiritual game. Okay, and this spiritual game that they play is a very, very serious game. All right, they dwell in this truth of the Bible day in and day out, day in and day out. They put up, videos daily, every hour almost. Okay, and they go on the highways and byways every weekend, and the other elders as well. Maybe those other men I seen was the other elders. All right, and they was playing a game, and I seen Apostle Gabah, and I believe said he was going to the store. He was leaving out to go get something from the store. And I said, hey, let me come with you to assist you, basically. All right. So when he left out, I left out, and we was walking to the store, and the elder Apostle Gabah was like kind of walking in front of me, and he was kind of walking fast. All right. And every time I would catch up to him, he walked even faster, and he basically said, hey, catch up. And I kind of figured like that. I kind of thought that was funny for him to say catch up. All right. But now, the other day when it dawned on me, when I thought about this dream, when he said catch up, it's like I was behind in this truth. Okay. And he was telling me to catch up, to basically read more, study more. All right. Basically, put my mind, body, and soul in this truth. All right. And when I was diving into the water, that made me think back. The other day when I thought about the dream, made me think back on the lady at the well, when Yahweh Shai was speaking to her in John 4 and 13, starting from John 4 the 13th verse, reads, Yahweh Shai answered and said unto her, whosoever drink of this water shall thirst again. 14th verse, but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. All right. So that ocean is basically that water of everlasting life. There's wisdom, knowledge, and truth. There's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of the Bible, the truth of the Bible. Okay. And another scripture that I thought of that hand in hand with it is John 7:38. He said, it reads, and he that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. All right. So how do we get this living water? We get the living water through the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teaches us this truth, the 100% truth of the whole Bible, because they do have it, man. And I believe they have it as well. All right? Because let me go back to how I found this truth. A little story time here. It's when I was in the street still in Chicago, and I was in the hood, and my brother, who I look at him like a brother, was my friend, best friend at the time. I believe I was like 22, 23. And he introduced me to these guys. Now, I'm gonna talk to you as a man, all right? He introduced me to these guys in the hood, around our block. And when I ran into them, they basically, because I grew up in the church, so I know a little about the Bible. My pops was a minister, all right? They told me a little about the Bible, and they told me the truth of the Bible, and I thought it was interesting, all right? And I got intrigued, and I started coming around them more and more, and they started teaching me more and more. And they said, well, if you don't speak with us or hear from us, if you want to learn more about this truth, you can watch these brothers in Chicago, which was GMS Chicago camp, starting with Elder Malcolm at the time. All right. So I started watching them, and I got deep into the truth. Okay. Or I didn't jump right into the Hebrew Israelite, being a Hebrew Israelite, because I was a Christian. You know how Christians is, and they mindset. You don't want to. When you grew up in a church, like how I was from like 5, 6 years old, you just don't want to venture off into different religion, which Hebrew Israelites is not a religion, it's our heritage. All right, our ethnicity, culture. But yeah, you be in that type of mind state. All right, and before I even ran into those brothers around my way in the hood, I prayed to Yahweh. I prayed to him to bring me closer to him, to understand him, to know him. And that's what brought me to those brothers around my way. Okay? Now I'm not sure if those brothers still in the truth or what happened to them, because some things happened in the hood that made them move out. But I'm not going to get into all that. It's worldly things. I just pray, hopefully they still into the truth. All right? Because I don't wish nothing I don't wish upon a brother falling out of the truth. Okay, that belongs to Yahweh. He controls all things. All right, but back to the story. All right, John 7:38. He that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Is believing on Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai and having faith. All right, is one thing. Okay, because no man can come to the Father unless he chooses you, and you have to go through Yahweh Shai first. All right, and abound in this truth, you need a teacher. And those teachers who are going to teach 100% truth is great millstone, starting with Apostle Taha on down, man. All right. And there's one more scripture that ties into John 7 chapter 38, which is 2nd Ezra 14:42. 2nd Ezra 14th verse, and I believe it's 47th verse. Right, 47th verse. It reads, "For in them is the spring of understanding, the fountain of wisdom, and the stream of knowledge." All right. So that living water, fountain of knowledge, comes from GMS, man. Starting with Apostle Taha on down. Not just Apostle Taha, not just Apostle Ramla, and not just Apostle Gabah. Because they taught the other elders as well, and now those other elders, have the truth, the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to teach the truth to other men that come into this truth. All right, and that dream basically showed me to cling on to GMS, and I never watched any other camp other than GMS. Now I'll probably watch a video or two that the elders probably show of the other camps going off, just to get an example of what not to do. Okay. But I always watch the GMS from the beginning, man. Because they do have 100% truth, and I do believe Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is dealing with the apostles and the elders of GMS. So, with that being said, hopefully this can inspire another brother or two to listen to GMS, and to cling on to them, to learn, and to edify and lift up their spirit as well. All right. So with that being said, Lord willing, until next time, Shalom.